A mother's love is one of the most powerful forces in the world, capable of moving mountains to protect her child. But when that child strays down a dark path, the pain it causes a mother is unimaginable. This story dives into that heartache, painting a vivid picture of love, loss, and struggle. We meet Kate, a woman living alone on her farm, surrounded by horses she lovingly tends to. Each morning she wakes with a heavy heart, tears streaming as she remembers her dear friend who died in a tragic car accident. The grief still grips her, unshaken. Once, Kate taught horse riding lessons, sharing her passion with others. But since her friend's death, she's stopped. The farm, once a place of joy, now feels like a burden. With no lessons to bring in income, money is tight, and the farm's upkeep is overwhelming. One day, while listening to a recording of her late friend's voice, Kate is interrupted by a knock at the door. It's a contractor she called to fix the farm's shed, its roof crumbling under neglect. He inspects it and delivers a gut punch. The repairs will cost $9,000. Kate's heart sinks. She doesn't have the money, but the fix is urgent. Desperate, she swallows her pride and visits her ex-husband, a man she left years ago. She meets him, his new wife, and their daughter, hoping for help. He's cold, reminding her of the money he's already given her. "Why not sell the farm?" he suggests, cruelly. "It's useless to you now. You're alone." Kate's voice trembles as she refuses. The farm is her last connection to her friend, a secret piece of their shared past. She can't let it go. The conversation shifts to their daughter, Claire. Kate confesses that Claire has fallen in with a bad crowd, rarely coming home, her life spiraling. Her ex-husband blames Kate, his words sharp, but he hands her a $9,000 check, warning her not to ask for more. Back at the farm, Kate's heart lifts when Claire unexpectedly arrives. They share a warm embrace, and Claire asks to borrow Kate's iPad to check messages, claiming her phone is dead. Kate hands it over, unaware that Claire's messages reveal a dark secret. She's stolen drugs from a dealer who's now demanding them back. That night, Claire's friend shows up, frantic. "We have to return what we stole," he pleads, warning that the dealer is dangerous and won't hesitate to kill them. Kate overhears, shocked, and demands answers, but Claire brushes her off and leaves with her friend. Later, when Kate hears a noise in the night, she finds Claire stumbling in, drunk and unsteady. Heartbroken but determined, Kate tucks her daughter into bed, hoping for a chance to reconnect. The next morning, Kate takes Claire to the beach, seeking a moment of clarity. They swim, laugh, and for a fleeting moment, Kate feels the bond she's longed for. But when she presses Claire about the previous night, Claire shuts down, refusing to share. That afternoon, danger arrives. The drug dealer confronts Claire outside, demanding her stolen goods. Claire, terrified, claims ignorance. The dealer's anger erupts, and he attacks Claire and her friend. Kate rushes out, stepping between them, her voice fierce. "I'll call the police," she warns. The dealer backs off, but his threat lingers. If Claire doesn't return the drugs, she's dead. Back home, Kate begs Claire to explain, but Claire remains silent, defiant. That night, Claire's friend returns, and Kate's frustration boils over. She pulls Claire inside, pleading, "You're surrounded by bad influences. This won't end well." Claire snapped back, "I love my friend, Mom. I won't abandon him." Then, shockingly, she demands $10,000, her tone cold. Kate, stunned, locks herself in her room, reeling from her daughter's words. But Claire's desperation knows no bounds. She chases after Kate, her aggression escalating. And when she can't get to her mother, she tells her friend to steal Kate's dog, threatening to kill it if Kate doesn't pay. Kate, horrified, rushes to protect her pet. Claire lashes out, striking her mother until her friend pulls her away. Kate collapses in tears, her daughter's cruelty cutting deep. Claire's greed and addiction have consumed her, leaving Kate sleepless, haunted by the child she's lost. The next day, a friend visits Kate, offering comfort. Kate pours out her pain, sharing Claire's descent into drugs and crime. Her friend listens, then gently suggests, "Why don't you start teaching horse riding lessons again? It could help with the farm and give you purpose." Kate nods, a spark of hope flickering. By day, she throws herself into farm work, and by night, she dances, finding fleeting moments of joy before sleep. Through it all, Kate's love for Claire endures, a beacon in the storm, even as she grapples with the heartbreaking reality of her daughter's choices. Morning sun rises, and Kate wakes with a start, searching for her friend who had stayed over. She finds a note left behind explaining her friend has gone home. With a sigh, Kate heads out to tend to her farm, the weight of her troubles never far away. That night, alone in her quiet house, she's startled by the sudden arrival of her daughter, Claire. Kate's heart stops. Claire's clothes are drenched in blood, her face pale with fear. "What happened?" Kate asks, her voice trembling. Claire, shaking, confesses, "I fought with my friend. I hit her head with a stone and she died. This blood, it's hers." Kate freezes, her mind reeling. Claire sobs, begging, "I don't want to go to jail, Mom. Please save me." Kate's heart races as she asks, "Where's the body?" Claire points to the car outside. Kate peers inside and gasps at the sight, but her mother's instinct kicks in. "Don't worry," she says firmly. "I'll take care of it." Determined to protect her daughter no matter how far she's fallen, Kate devises a plan to hide the body. She loads it into a larger vehicle and drives to a nearby lake. There, she smashes Claire's phone and tosses it into the water. Rowing to the lake's center, she ties stones to the body and lets it sink into the depths. Back home, her hands still shaking, Kate coaches Claire on what to say if anyone asks questions. "I sank the body in the lake," she tells her daughter, who nods wide-eyed. Days pass and Claire stays with Kate, their lives uneasy, but together. One evening, Claire warns, "When a body rots, it fills with air and floats to the surface." Kate's stomach churns, but she reassures her, "I'll fix everything, don't worry." Realizing Claire's troubles are far from over, Kate decides to confront the drug dealer haunting her daughter. The next day, she hands him the $9,000 check from her ex-husband, her voice steady but fierce. "Stay away from Claire." Touched by her mother's sacrifice, Claire wraps her arms around Kate, whispering, "You're the best mom." The next morning after her jog, Kate returns to find Claire gone. She searches the house, panic rising. No sign of her daughter, no response to her messages. Then Kate remembers Claire had logged into her account on the iPad. Using it to track her, she finds Claire's location and races there, only to freeze in shock. Claire is with her friend, the one she claimed was dead. They spot Kate and bolt. Confusion swirls in Kate's mind. If her friend is alive, whose body did she dispose of in the lake? Desperate for answers, Kate checks Claire's messages, but finds no clues. The next day, she returns to the lake, searching for the body. A sheriff appears, eyeing her suspiciously. "Why are you swimming so far out?" he asks. "I like swimming alone," Kate replies, her voice calm but her heart pounding. He leaves, and she continues her search, but the body is gone. Back home, Kate plays her late friend's recordings, her heart aching for simpler times. She calls her friend, pouring out the chaos of Claire's actions. Her friend arrives, concerned, and suggests, "You're in deep trouble, Kate. Come stay with me." Kate agrees, grateful for the escape. That night, as they talk, Kate's phone pings. It's the drug dealer. He's at her house. "I'm not there," she tells him, her voice tight. He growls, "Meet me tomorrow. I know whose body you hid." The words hit like a thunderbolt. The next morning, Kate meets him, demanding answers. He smirks, unraveling a chilling truth. "Claire and her friend stole my drugs, worth thousands. They sold them, but the buyer died from an overdose. They needed to hide his body and get money from you. So they lied, saying it was Claire's friend, knowing you'd panic, pay up, and dispose of the body. And you did exactly that." Kate's heart shatters. Her daughter used her love against her. The dealer leans in, his voice low. "I need more money, or I'll tell the police everything."
He's blackmailing her, threatening to expose both her and Claire. Kate moves to call the police, but he grabs her, injecting her with a drug. When she comes to, dazed but desperate, she agrees to let him stay, promising to find the money. He presses, "Where'll you get it?" Kate, thinking fast, mentions her shed and its insurance policy, $100,000. The dealer's eyes light up. "What about your horses?" she asks. "They're insured for $25,000. "Perfect," he grins. "We'll use the shed and horses to cash in." Just then, a woman arrives at the farm, likely for a riding lesson. Kate starts to go, but the dealer stops her. "I'll handle it." He tells the woman he's the farm's caretaker and sends her away. She leaves, confused, asking, "Who are you?" He returns smug, instructing Kate, "If anyone asks, I'm your helper." The next day, Kate orders a load of hay, piling it in the shed where her horses are tied. That night, she sets it ablaze. The dealer, seeing the flames, flees in his car. Morning brings the fire department and a detective. The fire was arson, and we found a body in the shed. Kate feigns shock. "I don't know anything about that." The detective presses, "Who else lives here?" Kate replies, "Just a worker, but he left last night." The dealer is arrested and Kate is taken for questioning. "How'd he get the job?" The detective asks. "He was my daughter's friend. He needed money, so I hired him." The dealer denies knowing her, but the detective reveals a witness, the woman from the farm, who confirms he claimed to be the caretaker. "We know your record," the detective tells him. "You're a drug dealer. You gave that man drugs, killed him when he wouldn't pay, and burned the shed to hide it." The dealer protests. "Kate's framing me." But the evidence, his presence, his record, seals his fate. The truth unfolds. Kate and her friend had planned it all. They retrieved the body from the lake, placed it in the shed, and set the fire, ensuring the horses were safely removed. Kate had called the woman to the farm knowing she'd see the dealer, creating a witness to pin him as the culprit. The plan worked. The dealer is arrested, the case is closed, and Kate and Claire are cleared. With the insurance money, Kate rebuilds the shed and resumes teaching riding lessons, breathing a sigh of relief. Days later, Claire returns, tears streaming down her face. "I'm so ashamed. You saved me, Mom, through everything, and I betrayed you." Guilt consumes her, knowing the lengths Kate went to protect her. A mother's heart is boundless, and though Claire's mistakes have left scars, there's a chance for forgiveness. But the story carries a warning. Straying from the right path and ignoring those who love us can lead to pain and consequences we can't escape.